that, once you're done, the ship is as gutted as you can make it without like heavy power weapons. Yeah, or like having like torches and shit. Which I imagine, Aldo, you probably got like a small torch ability, or are you like?
I have what I need with my utility mechadendrite, apparently. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's everything that a small torch could get, but you need you need poor dead welder that you lost in the atmosphere to get any deeper. So
Cheryl, I think.
Cheryl, yes.
Yeah.
So with that, you venture. You are prepared to venture out. Is there any final things you'd like to do on board the ship before you venture out into the cold woods?
I think so. I think with Akri kind of in a duffel bag of his own making, that's kind of really the soul and the spirit of the ship as far as Alto's concerned.
Okay, guys, let's drive homewards.
I think Valentine would turn to Alto and say, if you could ask Akri, is there some sort of black box or something that would record what happened to the ship, where it's gone, what it's done, all of those good things?
I believe that's Akri. Akri's the black box.
And I think we can say that in the interim, you've rigged up like a really shitty speaker with like a headphone, just so that we don't have to constantly. And he'll be like, yeah, that's me. I'm commune direct with the machine spirit of the good ship, and I got all the records in my old noggin.
Wonderful. Is that machine spirit still alive currently?
I mean, it's probably drifting. Now that I'm disconnected, I can't feel it anymore. But as the ship was torn apart and fell apart, well, I think it was just staying alive to make sure we made it out okay.
All right, excellent. And then he'll just rev up his chainsword and just like ram it through the processor, like the front deck, and just kill the computer. Because Valentine is not really going to go into this, but he's aware that if this starts to go bad at any point, the hunt will probably start and be exploring. So he needs to just make sure there's as little trail as possible moving forward.
Yeah, you can torch this thing on the way out if you want. I think that makes sense.
Done and done.
All right. So as the 3.5 of you step out, I guess like 3 3/4 because you've also got Eugene. Step out. You just rig up Valentine a rough Molotov cocktail kind of deal with like, I don't know, windshield wiper fluid or some stupid thing that you found. And as the icy air hits you, and down here it's there's because you are between the trees and there's sort of so much foliage. It's not a windy cold. It's that kind of like horrible prairies cold where it just sits. So in this kind of like you step out into this ever-present cold, pulling your cloaks if you've got them a little closer around you, and before you set out into the jungles of the death world of Tren, Valentine, you turn back, bottle in hand. What do you say before you set the ship alight?
Well, the Emperor loves a good fire, and we all love progress. So here's to the next part of our adventure. I christen this the beginning of something good. Then he'll toss it.
There are a lot of debates amongst scholars about the actions that occurred during the Valentine Heresy. But one of the ones that often escapes notice, and it's only been brought up by a couple of minor scholars who to this day are generally disregarded, mostly due to their lack of proper footnotes. There is a kind of delicious irony in the fact that one of the earliest acts of the heresy was the burning to a crisp of the Emperor's hope. And yet, here we are. And so, the 4 of you, 3.5, set off into the jungles.
This episode of the Valentine Heresy features Ryan LaPlante at the Ryan LaPlante on Twitter as Inquisitor Lucius Valentine, Tyler Hewitt at Tyler_Hewitt on Twitter as Alto, Laura Hamstra at EL Hamstring on Twitter as Lyric, and our Game Master, Tom McGee at McGeeTD on Twitter. This episode's sound was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and the Valentine Heresy's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com, DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is The Horns by Megan McDuffie, and our ads use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazza, JAHZZAR, available at freemusicarchive.org. When it comes to Dum Dums and Dice, you can visit our website at dumdumdice.com. Our Twitter and Instagram are at dumdumdice, and on Facebook at facebook.com/dumdumdice.
refilled
Most importantly, you can join our
diesel
Patreon
this morning
at
because it was only 18 kroners. Now it's 22.
DICE, Ave Imperator, and death to all the heretics.
Dumb Duns and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time. Kristen Menicola, Long Long, The Half-Blind Prophet, James Quayle, DM Rob, Christopher Little, Olin Anderson, Sue One, Devin Boyce, George Dolby, One True Artistry, Orion Birchfield, Anthony Griffin, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumbdumbdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.
I'm so excited to tell you about a great, very funny podcast called Midnight Burger. Midnight Burger is an audio drama about the adventures of a time-traveling, dimension-spanning diner. Look, people recommend podcasts to me all the time.
Welcome back to the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. I am Inquisitor Caveat Ventus, keeper of the Inquisition's Black Library, and this is my report on the Valentine Heresy, an actual play podcast set in the Genesis adaptation of Warhammer 40,000's Dark Heresy RPG. This report features Game Master Tom McGee, Ryan LaPlante as Inquisitor Lucius Valentine, Laura Elizabeth as Lyric, and Tyler Hewitt as Alto. My report shows that the Inquisitorial band landed on the death world of Tren. Lyric was concerned about their injured leg. Valentine reprogrammed Eugene in accordance with their deal, and Alto saved Acme from going down with the ship. What awaits Valentine's band as they set off into a Xenos-infested theme park? Find out next in this episode of the Valentine Heresy.
From an environmental report about Trent. If that asteroid hits, it's fucked. End of report. Truly, some environmental reports are true. This one was. Although you, on ground level, certainly will never see where the asteroid impact altered the fate of Trent, you're certainly feeling the consequences, quite literally, as you begin to trudge your way into the frozen jungle. I'd like you all to please roll me a survival check.
Oh, wonderful.
So that is survival plus cunning. Okay, great, thank you. Yeah, one day I'll print things, but I need the world to open first. So, okay, first step, I'm gonna cure coronavirus. Then I'm gonna print the heresy book, and it's gonna be because the one I printed is out of date. Okay, yeah. So this is gonna be you're pretty early. Like this is you literally just you've been walking for kind of an hour now. So we're gonna call this a two purple check.
Okay. We all had 2 for our void suits, 2 blue.
Yep.
So weird
And,
with the
yeah, this is
colored
just,
dice.
generally, I mean, we hearty Canadian folk know this, but bundled up to go skiing or snowboarding or skating on the Rideau Canal, and you're like, I think I dressed warmly enough. How warmly did you actually dress?
Now we all roll to see how Canadian we are.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Confident that this will go my way. No, let's roll anyway. We made it, folks. 3 successes, 1 advantage.
I have 1 success, but 5 advantage.
Hey!
Okay. So Ryan, I think we're gonna say I'm gonna let you use your advantage as a hold. This is a system that does exist in Genesis, but just to clarify, it's actually truer of things like Blades in the Dark or any of the Powered by the Apocalypse systems, so Trophy. So hold is basically a dice you can take moving forward. Normally boost dice tend to be given in the situation, like, you know, if it's combat, it'd be like, oh, well, I got 2 advantage, okay, so I want to give Laura 2 boost dice. Given that we're doing a survival scenario, we'll say you have 5 like I like that. Also, you've had to survive in worse conditions with less. So realizing, I know like this is just a personal Tom bias, but like when I realized my boots aren't gonna leak, I'm like, fuck yeah, winter, I got you.
Yeah.
So
Let's
just
say it was an asteroid, because then I could deal with cold and other things. That's fun.
sure, yeah, that makes sense.
And I think Lyric's successes are more that she is extremely wary of everything, because this is such a foreign environment to her that she's just like she's being careful.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're injured and you're in a foreign environment, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. And
Also,
then
successes come from Lyric looking out for him. Being like,
Hallo?
Yes.
put on another shirt. That's not enough layers.
Ja.
Don't.
Det går bra.
We didn't put on
You will
another.
never regret bringing an extra layer. You will regret
Ja,
not
ja,
bringing enough.
It's just grumpy listening to Sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also
Ah.
like T-posing because he's like so many layers.
I was gonna say also like,
He's a Robert Munch character.
yeah, he just like
Ja, det var den
to his sleeves.
Hvis du sjekker programmet, så
Into the camo armor.
Ja, jeg sendte det. Og så er det ja, og s- Å ja, stemmer det. Du får ikke åpna Nei. Nei, det var to Nei, det har ikke det. Ja.
So this is a massive, massive concrete.
Jeg har noen, ja.
Probably about
I morgen skal vi se.
maybe
Jeg
a
tror
story tall. So massive concrete.
Skal vi se Kalender i morgen.
Glass.
Berghagan 4, 1405. Jeg tror det er på Ski eller Langhus, tror jeg.
Sorry, same idea as the one you're familiar with from back home. But where
1405. Jeg tror det er Ski eller Langhus, ja.
seem to have been built. You can see kind of like solar coating on the dome panels, and where yours was meant to keep radiation.
Ok, ja, men da kan jeg jo møte deg på vei.
So yeah, you're able to fairly easily find
Ja, den er god.
service ladder.
Nei, det går fint.
There are no doors that you can see. Kind of
Ah.
it does spread out kind of massively in either direction.
Ja, det går fint.
As I say, the stone here is big, this one's bigger. But
Ja, alla.
you're able to kind of climb that. The glass is dangerous, but easy enough to climb over. I think taking the appropriate amount of time and care, you're going to make your roll because you're not in any hurry. But yeah, on the other side, you can see that the concrete on this side has been painted in jungle camo to kind of make it theoretically disappear. You kind of notice this as your footsteps kind of disturb the powder. But done in very much the way that like a zoo or a park would, where it's like it's fine, but it's. I mean, Lyric, you would get this. This is not sufficient camo. Right. And with that, you kind of climb down the other side and in. Valentine, can you please roll me? Second to zoom here so I can actually read the book. Waka. Can you please roll for me a
Perception.
Yeah, I'd say perception's probably the right call for this actually. Certainly isn't more. So yeah, okay. Let's go with perception.
Cool. What's my difficulty?
3, please.
Alrighty, I'll use one of my holds for this.
Okay.
I'll track those, Tom, so you don't have to worry about it.
That'd be great. And I should point out, this is an appropriate one for this. I didn't finish my thought earlier, so this is on me. Do please consider these holds for things involving
The environment.
an action involving the environment of some sort. That can still be combat checks, but like, if it's I'm rolling to remember something about like chaos. No.
No, snow related. I get it, and I like it.
Frostelicus, the demon of frost, I remember.
Ah, he hated when
he was on the asteroid with me as a boy.
He would always tell me chaos things when we were cold. That's how I remember them.
Alrighty. That is 1 success and 4 advantage.
Okay, cool. So, with that roll, you kind of quickly dust some of the snow off this interior wall. And you kind of do this along the way, maybe Alto and Lyric help, until you find a stenciled number and signifier. So it doesn't exactly sync up with anything that's on the map, because the map is, again, built for public consumption, not like staff consumption. But you think you're able to rough out the zone you're in. So you are in the northeast quadrant, which is naturally diametrically opposed from the starport, which is in sort of the far west. Okay. But it at least gives you some sense. So the visitor center is dead center in inside the sort of former dome. You can see between here and there is what seems to be marked as essentially like a maintenance shed. So where they would keep a lot of the things required, essentially like a very fancy gardener's thing.
Okay.
So based on roughly where you think you are, it's with a little bit of searching, you can likely find your way there. Beyond that, there seem to be, like, there's a lot of words you just don't understand. You see terms like calops and lantos and like a few other things with kind of that seem to almost be zoned out. If you were to guess based on just kind of your knowledge of what this thing was intended for, it's likely the spaces where these things were kept. So if there was like a species that was, I've been playing a lot of Far Cry, so you'll have to forgive the sort of blunt version of this, but there's kind of like a little picture of like a creature head and then the name and a general zone where you are likely to find that creature.
Yeah, I think he'd be roughly familiar with the idea of like a zoo or an ecological preserve. Like nothing crazy, but
for sure,
the vague idea.
And what you can tell from this is it seems as though this really was meant to be a free range thing. Like it's obviously using Jurassic Park as a bit of an inspiration for this, but it's not like here is the paddock where the T-Rex lives, here is where this thing is. It's more like an African lion safari where it's like, oh well, like this kind of creature makes its
Maybe I
habitat
should
here.
try and
Like,
download
this is kind of the swamp area, and you're most
Jurassic
like
Park
if we were using modern terms, you're likely
Evolution
to see a
3
crocodile
or
here, but there's a swamp,
whatever
that's
it's
where a
called.
crocodile would be. But over here is like a plains
Since
area,
I
so
can
that's
play
where
it
you see a lion.
through Game Pass.
Cool. Alrighty, so I think he turned to the other and said, alright, so it looks like we have a collection of creatures. I don't know if any of them are, nor whether or not they're dangerous. So everyone keep your arms ready. By arms, I mean weapons. I have, however, found what appears to be a maintenance shed, so we should probably head there. They may have a few commons here, or other tools that could be useful. Any thoughts or objections?
Makes sense. Let's go.
Sounds good to me. Alrighty, this is excellent. It's a pleasure having companions.
Okay, so I'm inclined to make this another survival check, just because I feel like tracking and kind of wilderness stuff is likely that. That said, because this isn't an environmental check, you can choose who is kind of taking lead on finding this maintenance shed.
Not me.
I don't think Aldo would
I'm like,
enthusiastically volunteer either.
Away we are, friends. I lead. So it'll be me, Tom.
Great.
Aldo, by the way, is a kind of mid-tier fancy shoe brand. My character's name is Alto. I'm going to need to remember that.
I was letting it slide because I just thought it was interference, but
Cool. Tom.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would apply in this environment, but using an auspex adds. Oh no, this is survival. Forget it. No, I'm good. All right. So
I would
what's
give
our
you.
difficulty, Tom?
I'm going to say a difficulty of 3. I will give you a boost for the Auspix. I think that does make sense in this situation. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it traditionally adds to perception, so if I'm perceiving where I'm going, that would
Yep.
make sense. I
will also add another one of my holds to this because I think that feels like a reasonable check to do so with. All right, let's see what happens. One advantage.
Okay. So, again, based on just how vague this is, also, we joked a bit.
Vel, jag vill köra till höger här då.
How bad maps are in terms of like America's the size of Africa. It's like that's not how that works at all. Unfortunately, vibe here is the space is so vast that like you know the general direction you're going is right, but where this actual thing is, not so much. With your 1 point of advantage, though, I will say that as you're making your way, kind of using your auspices as best you can to even just try and pick up a ping of permacrete, anything else that has just been here. You actually pick up a heat signature. It's faint, but it is nearby.
Interesting. And I turn to the other side. Do you happen to have microbeads? It'd be terribly convenient if you did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wonderful. We should sync those.
Right now would be excellent. So I think we'll just go about building our own little network, and then he'll talk into his microbeat rather than yelling over whatever snow or wind is blowing. He'll say,
Okay, friend. So I found a heat signature, which is as exciting as it is possibly troubling. So I'm thinking perhaps we should go look for it and see what happens.
Where's the heat signature?
Well, it seems to be over that way.
I'll just point the direction that it's in.
Well,
Still vaguely towards the visitor center at the center, so still
All right.
along our path.
Look, is there a chance that this could be like a ship that's just like up and running and waiting for us to like stand right in and fly it away? Probably not.
Damn, I have not eaten lunch today, so I'm getting tired
I feel
or
like you asked
hungry.
a question and then answered it. What was your intention? Keep
Only-
finishing the thought.
Been
Yeah,
drinking
no.
water.
Why are we going towards this thing instead of going around it?
Well, many power cells or other buildings could create a heat signature over time. I just don't have any signs of metal, but again, I'm not actually an Auspex expert. They're very expensive, but I have one.
Maybe I could, scout ahead. I mean, if it's heat signature stuff.
Also, you're not scouting ahead.
Oh, okay.
Valentine
Well-
is taking the lead.
But he is the stealthiest of us, and he could perhaps interface with the Auspex to get better readings. I have no fault with other people's expertise being harnessed here.
Yeah, I also don't want him to walk into danger first.
Well, I think he would have an Auspex. Here's the thing. Remember when you said, I'll be the best one to talk, and I was like, I think I'm a better talker than you, and then you were shot several times and your leg is broken. If I go first, it does not necessarily mean that we will not all end up in tremendous danger.
All right. Alto, I'm coming with you.
Okay. I was just gonna say, Kel's night cloak that she gave me, it hides my thermal presence. So, if it is a person or something like that, maybe they won't see my heat signature. We can see theirs, they can't see
All right,
ours.
fucking fine. You know what? Go ahead. I'm setting up. I've got my rifle out, ready to shoot anything.
Yes, and
I'm gonna
remember-
cover him.
We've all got microbeads. If there's a problem, we are but a shout away. I'm not saying send him kilometers ahead. I'm saying keep him, just within earshot, just out of line of sight. Okay, here's the Auspex, friend. Don't break it. Very expensive.
Ryan, can you help me visualize what Auspex are?
Yeah, so if you picture, it's kind of like a wand kind of thing in your hand with like a little display over the top. So like
Oh,
it's
right.
your hand, and then it's got a little,
I'm sorry.
almost like a half circle style thing with little sci-fi like knobs and sensors on the top, so you can just look at the screen. So it's something you could probably plug into the bottom of and use it that way.
Okay, thank you. I had forgotten that we actually did cover this in an earlier episode.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so I've got the Auspex, so I see the signature up ahead. I will completely put my hood up and fasten up my night cloak, which again is sort of like a half cloak, half poncho, because it does sort of cover my full profile. And because it was Kel's, I also kind of disappear into it a bit, it's really size to me.
Skip into the little Dementor.
Basically, yeah. And
setback for that as well.
Okay.
It's some more black dice
Yeah.
because this is so far outside the realm of either of your
And I need to go pick up a package I ordered for some new
Yeah.
So if you
new
could,
stuff.
like,
Yeah, it's definitely like a desire to help without like I don't want to distance myself from her because I don't like her or anything like that. But it's also like I can help, I can do things too.
And Tom, can I use one of my holds to add a boost die for him because the Auspex will be helping?
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, I would say one move for the Auspex.
Okay.
I love the visual of you like hunched over like a spooky ragman monster.
That's
With like clutching, like you're gonna either tell Scrooge to like bend his ways by pointing at things, but like also that you're like holding a fucking Game Boy. Like
yeah.
Exterior is approach of death. Interior is kid reading a book under the blankets.
Yes. Yeah. And if you're close enough, you can hear him like, oh man, if I screw this up, Lyric's gonna kill me. It's like.
You're not still rigged to Acri, right?
He's got his box now, so no, I wouldn't.
He does. Okay, then he wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
He knows the gag.
Okay.
He was in the guard. This isn't his first rodeo.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Ooh, thank you for those dice. That is one success, 2 advantages.
Okay, cool. So you make your way through the snow, try to move as slowly as you can. Luckily for you, the cloak actually kind of like sweeps your footsteps as you go. So
Yeah.
still
Hello, Tamara. Good morning. How are you doing? I'm driving home now, but later I will be attending like the school party for my daughter because her school ends in like 2 weeks for summer, before summer vacation. So we're now all the parents and students are going to the school today, where the students will probably sing some songs they have practiced on, and we will eat. Everyone brings something to eat so everyone can like taste each other's food, stuff like that, and probably dessert as well, hopefully coffee. So yeah, that's a really cozy thing before summer vacation arrives. My daughter will receive a iPhone 15 for her birthday, so she will probably be really happy about that. She doesn't have a mobile phone yet. So we purchased the used iPhone 15. Oh, have they released new episodes? Cool.
Hey, I'm Ernie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, Chud the Talking Badger, Bing Bong, and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more. Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon,
Looking for adventure.
getting caught
And
up
soon
in
the
escapades.
World Championship in football will start as well.
And ad-free with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
Started raining.
Combat has begun between the agents of the Inquisition and the Tau Empire. You are all participating in the Great Hunt. And you took your gear, you took your weapons, you received your cuffs, you went into the woods, and then you were ambushed by stealth suits. The full stealth suit battle suit team that trained you attacked you inside the woods. Damien locked them down in a warp anomaly. Morgan made sure that Stevia survived while putting down stealth suits, and Solomon and his Kroot Hound Whistler, the Kroot Hound Runt, have become absolute killing machines. 3 stealth suits are dead, but 2 stealth suits, including Shasfrey Apex, the most dangerous of the bunch, are trapped inside a warp anomaly being created by Damien. Let's see what happens now. We jump to Shasfrey Apex, who's learned that he can fire out of this anomaly as long as he just keeps shooting. And the Tau don't understand the warp, they do understand physics, and he's relying on physics. So he's going to continue to shoot at you, Damien. I did move to cover. You did move to cover.
Full cover behind the tree.
He could try and shoot through it or whatever. But
I think that's what he's going to do. I think he's going to fire you and try to do damage
Holy
to the
crap,
tree.
it's coming down.
If he can get through it, then he can deal with you afterwards.
we'll see what happens. Firing at, you know what I will say, firing at the tree, because that's going to be his target, is easier than firing at you. He has disadvantage though, because he's inside the field. There's not a question of his ability to
aim. It's a question of how much more field stuff. Yeah. That first shot will miss with a 2. Can't even hit a tree with that. He will hit the tree with the second shot, and it will do
20 tree damage.
It's a comedy podcast.
I'm singing. I feel the change.
4. He will miss with the third. He nat ones with the fourth.
Oh, fucking. Oh,
Eat tree, motherfucker.
I know what my.
And a
what my
nat
pitch
one
would be.
again with the fifth.
Okay.
That's 2 nat ones.
I know what my pitch would be.
You don't even need to make a pitch.
Yeah, you
He
got
keeps
it.
firing at the tree in front of you. With 2 nat ones, it's not even a question. He manages to saw through that tree, and it falls forwards into the warp anomaly. And he raises both of his battlesuit arms, confident that he can take the weight of this tree, not realizing that the warp has quadrupled the weight, which crushes him in half, leaving a dead stealth suit. Shaspray Apex has been killed by a warp anomaly, and its effect on gravity. The final remaining suit is the only one left. But Damien, it's your turn.
It's yours, Damien.
if a tree falls in the woods and kills Shaspray Apex, does anybody fucking care?
There's one remaining battle suit does.
Yeah.
If he's dead, no one.
No. Oh man. Yeah, and this guy is at the he's at the edge, but within my field
Still technically within the field, he is in the last of the last exterior southern square of it. Technically there are 4 across,
Yeah.
but he is in there. So if he can break free, he can get out of this field altogether.
Okay, I might try to swing into it then from free space into his to try and hit him with a melee attack.
Okay, so you would have to go through 3 squares of field to get to him.
I can't get around. Okay, I don't have enough movement
Oh,
to go
let
around.
me check where you are. Let me run the math on this. So if we've got you, 25, 30.
That's my running.
You can get within 5 feet of him on a diagonal, so I will give it to you.
Great, super. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll like wheel around the perimeter of my warp anomaly field that I'm still kind of holding with my sickle out in my hand, and I'm just going to run up on this guy and just slash out at him with it. It's just a standard attack.
Great. As you come around and you go to strike, you realize that if you're attacking, because you're attacking into the warp anomaly, there's a chance that you could get stuck in the warp anomaly after the attack. Essentially, withdrawing your arm could be tricky. So your attack would happen as normal, but you need a dex save to pull back. Otherwise, you risk also getting stuck.
Okay. Then I think I'm going to try and make an intimidation gambit here.
Super.
I'm going to come around and be like as close as I can with my weapon, raise my light crossbow raised, and say, eject from your stealth suit now or die.
Okay, roll me an intimidation.
16 plus 6 for 22.
Ooh. I choose the Talva.
Damn. Wow. All right. I'm thinking 2024 rules my.
That was your action.
That was my action. So I will then. If it's okay as a free action to continue speaking, not at
if
him.
the rain feels good.
I'll just say, I've got one left here.
Well, I
can hold
guess
Are we
it hasn't
questioning,
really been warm
or are
here,
we
so
finishing?
if it had been like 20
Think
Celsius
on that
plus,
answer.
yes.
Now, it's
But it's been-
pilot's turn. He's going to try to break free.
Yeah, it's been
It
around
is going to
12
fail. He is
Celsius,
still
so
stuck. Up next is Stevius. So, you think I should take this guy out with one shot to his special face? That Talva, the greater good is that I shoot him in that weird lens that goes through to his brain, right? I got a greater good bullet just for him.
Right.
I can do more of these if you want. He's the unluckiest Tau in the galaxy. I'm gonna start calling him Stevius.
All right, stay here and help me.
Okay, what do you need?
Because Morgan is just she's gonna call back to Davey and say, "Your call," while she's looking down at the mech suit that has fallen and basically trying to see if we can get any information from any of the monitors, anything inside of this suit that we saw the head off of.
What do you need me to do?
You looked at these more than I have. What am I looking at?
Let me roll for him.
That's a Tau stealth suit. They use those to turn invisible and then opening up with a Gatling cannon.
Yes. Is there any way we can find the other groups?
The other groups of what? That are... If you... He's never been inside a suit because he would die.
He keeps telling
Yeah.
you everything you already know.
Yeah, thank you.
He knows what he knows.
Great. Perfect.
We go back to the top, and it's Whistler, who is nervous of this warp anomaly, but clearly wants to go hunt this last stealth suit. Solomon, you're next. What do you do?
He'll head up to where Damien and the Tau guy are like right beside one another, just
Yeah.
separated by the
Damien, what can I do here?
We either question or kill this one. I've given him an ultimatum. He's chosen the Tauva. He's chosen death. But the choice is ours.
You now have to choose it in action. You can't talk anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't know how the warp, how that field will affect him. So I think he will. Can he ready an action that when this field drops, he will just strike?
He'll attack? Yeah, if the field comes down or you get access to this target, you'll attack.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, that works for me.
That's what he'll do.
So you ready that action, and
I'm
we
prepared.
we cut back to Morgan.
Yeah, I think Morgan feels like with the big suit down, the boys can take care of this. She's just trying to find between, like, obviously everything tracks everything else. Maybe there's a drone, there's something. Basically, Morgan wants to try and get some information out of this, either to figure out where other people are or other suits or anything. Like,
Okay. So you're just trying to see what information you can get from the suit.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're not familiar with this technology or the language, but you're trying to see if you can pull anything out.
it's 12.
12. You don't have access to any mapping functions or anything like that, but what you can tell with what you've got is they did not make a distress call. It seems like you are legitimately out of comms range of the city.
Okay.
So no one knows what is happening right now.
Okay. So that at least is good information to give out, and she will say over their compy, we are legitimately out of range of the hamlet. There has been no distress sent back. No one knows this has happened.
The camera pans over in initiative order to the body of a Shasprey that's been crushed under a tree, and then back over to Damien.
I will fire a mundane crossbow into the field. Shot. With the restrained, do I have...
You would have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Well, thank God for that, because we have a natural 1 in the mix. And because this is mundane, it's a 14, which I don't think hits.
Nope, that will not hit.
No, I think because I'm so close, I think it's silly that I necessarily miss with my very well familiar weapon. I think a crossbow bolt just hovers in space right near him, kind of like it enters the field and stops. Yeah.
Yep, and this very determined stealth suit is going to return fire instead of trying to escape. The first one will be a 10, which will miss. The second one will be a 15, which...
For my AC,
Yes.
even regular, is 17.
Okay, that will miss. The third will be a 21, so that will hit. And the fourth will be a 20, so that will also hit. So 2 hits go through. They will do 9 damage to you. You're hit by these Gatling cannon
When
rounds.
that goes through, Solomon is going to use his interception ability. He's standing beside Damien, so he will take the sword that he has ready and he will stick it in front of Damien, and he will absorb some of that.
Great. Technically, they are 2 attacks. The largest one did 5.
5,
So 5 and 4.
So he will try and intercept some of that. He absorbs 5 of that, all of it.
Great. So that one will just be, you'll just take 4 damage total. Solomon intercepts the other damage. All right. That brings us to Stevius. So what else do you need to know about the Tau?
Do you have any way to get in contact with the rest of the crew?
No.
They're useless.
I have the same things you do. I don't know why you keep asking me stuff.
All right, go help the boys shoot.
Excellent. He's going to come over and just opens fire into the warp. You're really close. Nat 20.
Thank God.
Do you know what? I'm going to say, Stevius where he is, just flicks it over to full auto and check this one out, boys. He's just going to hose a full clip out of his last gun and just kill this stealth suit inside. Just riddle with blast bolts and dead.
God, that was getting embarrassing for Damien, so good.
Nobody can withstand Stevius Funkhauser, the luckiest charmer in the galaxy.
Shit, Stevie.
How bad are you there, Damien? Are you pretty fucked up?
Not bloody, but not great.
How much you down?
We don't really.
We don't
that.
talk numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Sorry.
Are you not bloody?
I'm not bloody.
He's not bloody,
He's
so he's
worn
just
out.
beat up.
Okay.
He's bruised a bit from, or like he's got like fresh kind of healing wounds and some new ones from when he healed himself.
He's battered, but still in fighting shape.
Yeah.
Seeing that you just took that, he clipped those 5 away from you, but seeing that you just before, he's going to put a hand on you and say, Damien, are you all right? And you feel some innate healing magic come up and bring you back up to at least 12 if you need it.
How much is this laying on hands?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's got a mathematical total, so he'll give you what you need to get back to full.
So if you're looking to top me up
Yeah.
completely, I'm at 18. My max is 26.
8.
So 8. Take. Okay. Thank you. And sorry for making that extra hard.
No, it's okay. It's one of those things. It's just our standing rule where we try not to get you
Yeah.
mechanical healing spells, but once the spell has begun, then it's mechanical. Of like, you're not going to have to guess how many then.
You look like you're down about 8.
If I had to choose a number.
Randomly. This one.
All right, you've been fully healed. The Tau or stealth suits have all been murdered. You can drop the field should you so choose to,
I have.
Damien.
I have dropped my concentration on that. Yes.
I will also say, based on what you can remember, and Stevius also confirms this, there were 4 stealth suits and a Shasprey that went on this mission with you that left from the
That's
Firecast Skydome.
nice
So
to
you've
know.
gotten
Okay.
everybody that was
Oh.
on this trip who were Tau.
Interesting.
Okay.
Assuming the Devilfish don't have drivers, but you had no
Right,
signs of
right.
drivers on the Devilfish.
Okay, great.
And we know it's common knowledge that if we try to fuck with these suits too much, they have...
If you climb into one,
If you
a battle
climb in,
suit
okay.
will turn you to ash.
Yeah.
So Morgan will go over and join the rest of them. Very good work, everyone. Is everyone uninjured?
I'm fine now. Yes, I feel all right.
I took a solid slug, but I'm doing okay.
I'm in the same boat as Stevius. All right.
Morgan, are you injured?
Morgan.
So is Stevius.
Yeah.
I said Morgan. I said Sister Eunice.
Sister Eunice.
So, Morgan. Sister Eunice Morgan. Sister Morgan Eunice.
Morgan
I'm starting to
Eunice.
think you all may have something more going on here than I expected. I've seen a lot of people tussle with Tau battle suits. Just kidding, everybody died. You can make the warp go crazy. I don't know what that sword is, and Morgan,
Yes.
what's the dealio?
Holy shit, that hits hard in that voice. Oh my god.
The Emperor sent us to do his work. That was not a lie.
Okay, but what about the lie part?
Maybe later, Stevius. Just know that we will protect you, as we said.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Yeah. Seven.
Sorry, lady, I'm gonna need to know what the hell's going on, otherwise you don't get a ride up this rock. I said who I was the first time I met you. Stevius Funkhauser, Galaxy's luckiest charmer. And who the hell are you?
Fine. Morgan will just pull out her rosette and show it to him.
What the hell is that?
Oh, Stevius. She put it back away. Do you know what the Inquisition is?
Oh yeah, they got that big eye, and they like to torture people to death for consorting with aliens. Don't care for them. I consort with aliens.
He hasn't connected the dots, so he thinks we're just talking about the Inquisition. All right, cool. All right.
Well, we promise not to torture you.
Oh,
There it is.
Wow.
There you go.
And don't tell anyone else about it, or we will have to torture you.
I don't want that to happen. Am I in trouble?
No, you're helping us. And now
Nice.
you know who we are, so continue to help us.
Everything out okay. Fuck out. Can you roll me a persuasion? I want to make sure that he's convinced he will be tortured.
It's 14.
You got a 5. I'm with the Inquisition now.
Don't say it,
I'm
Stevius.
saying it one time just here so we can all agree.
Fine, yes, good. All right,
For the record, I don't think the group would care.
good. Stevius, You said you got your big ship back.
I said I could. I have a golden Aquila.
You might need it.
My golden Aquila? That's
Well-
why it's right here. Points to his chest.
Morgan is taking a moment. Your big ship, Stevius.
Yeah. What about it?
You,
Oh, Stevius. Oh, Stevius.
I mean, he really doesn't know though. Like, if his improv, his understanding is so minimal.
What about it?
we'll discuss this later.
Okay.
All right. Should we try to find the rest of the crew? What should we do out here?
I am a little concerned when I was sensing the presence of the stealth suits that were attacking us. I also sensed a troubling desecration within this cave. I'm concerned. We should probably take a look.
Could be why he chose to ambush only us here. This accounts for all the Tau that came with us.
Right. Well, I guess back to what we decided to do before. Morgan's gonna go back to the front of the cave and pull out her grapnel line. And she still has the stummer that she got from the boys. And it's like, I think she's gonna go check out the cave entrance herself alone.
You want me to call the recruit?
I think it's good for them to know what is going on, yes.
All I can do is shout really, really loud.
There was a fair amount of gunfire if we're just gonna do some yelling.
I can use words instead of just gunfire to convey any additional information. If it's just us out here, there's no one else to listen.
Any other ideas, Brother Solomon?
I'm just wondering, I don't want to...
Just Solomon the cover. Is your name Solomon?
Yes,
Solomon of the Inquisition.
sort of.
Stevius.
I said
Don't
I
make
won't
me
say
put
it
your
to
tongue
anyone
out.
else. Oh, you're one of those.
We
But you
all
said,
are.
said I wouldn't get tortured.
If you behave yourself.
Uh-oh. Not my strong suit.
It's very simple. All you have to do is remember to call him Brother Sanctus, me Brother Fortis, her Sister Eunice. We've never made a mistake.
I was gonna say, Mr. Standing over him, he's like, technically none of you have been able to do that. And you're an Inquisitor.
Well, we're not the luckiest charmer in the galaxy, are we?
That's true. I'll never make a mistake again. Never have, never will.
Why don't we cover up these stealth suit bodies, make them a little less conspicuous? Morgan, you set up an investigation into this cave, and then when we figure out a little more of what's going on here, then we could try and communicate with the crew. I'm a little skeptical right now of who exactly is our allies and who isn't, but the crew seemed unallied with the Tau, and that gives me some faith that maybe they were not also a part of this deception and betrayal.
I agree with you. Yes.
And he looks at Stevius and Brother Fortis, I must give you great credit. You saw through this betrayal much earlier than any of us possibly did. Your skepticism is a valuable asset to us.
How much of a shithead is he right now? I will just remember that for next time.
I will as well. And he looks like embarrassed. Thank you for not shitting on him more. He's like, oh yes, yes. And he's gonna try and like put the stealth suit bodies, like cover them up with like some like dirt and moss and keep them so that they're not just like smoldering wrecks.
One of them is conveniently under a tree already.
Yeah. So you're covering up the bodies, which I can understand. Morgan, you're going down into the caves.
Yep.
And Damien, are you shouting loudly?
Doesn't sound like it, but before Morgan goes in, Damon will say, I can see in the dark. Do you want assistance? I can't promise perfect stealth, but I might be an asset. Your call, interrogator.
I think you're right. And she's gonna give you the stummer to help with your stealthing. Come with me then. She's gonna have the grapnel line and give you a place to put a hand on it too, so when we jump down.
Oh, nice, okay.
Is there anything in what the crew added to the Ezekiel Bible about how they communicate with each other during a hunt?
That's so fucking smart, Josh.
No. I roll me. It's long odds, but roll me a
I
nature.
like it a lot.
That's such a
Nature?
good thought.
Nature.
Nature, okay. Let's see what we can do here.
Let's go, brother nature.
Yeah, come on. 7.
They talk about needing to be in constant communication
Yeah.
and knowing where each other are, but they don't lay it out. It's so clear to, especially the children, on how crew would communicate that you don't get the specific information in the Bible.
Bummer.
But you're looking at bodies anyway, so we just gave you a little bonus.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you guys are going down into the dark together?
Seems like it. Yep.
Wonderful. Solomon, can you roll me an athletics to move things around and cover these bodies?
Yeah. Ooh, 24.
24. You do an excellent job. You also, I will say, as you were dealing with the equipment, specifically the body that was cut in half, you find a hunt timer inside this suit, and you realize that the hunt is scheduled to run for another 4.5 hours.
Pluck that out and keep that along.
Fucking cool.
They only had the Gatling guns. They didn't have any working pulse rifles or.
They were firing Gatling guns on their specific outfits. You do find 2 photon grenades. You're not sure what they actually do. You just heard reference to photon grenades around the space, and you've got those. They are, instead of the pins you would see in the Imperial variety, they have a big old button on them. You have to, with your thumb, push a cover to the side and then push the button. So there's no accidentally getting bumped in your pocket, but you have those grenades.
I love that.
Meanwhile, your companions are going down into the cave. You guys are expecting to have to move, I think, deep into this position, but you lower yourselves about 10 feet down and find yourself at the bottom. You can see the area around you is lit from above, but then it goes sharply into darkness. Damien, you are looking down into the dark. Can you roll me a perception?
15.
With your dark vision, this is pretty apparent to you. This cave does not actually run very deep. It seems like it is the start of a burrow, and then it has been extended. Your guess is by mechanical means. You're seeing kind of squared edges. It runs about 30 feet further underground in complete darkness. The only thing you can see in here are bodies, and there are a lot of them. There seems to be no threat for Morgan.
Yeah. Tapping that out to you, I see bodies. Cave runs about 30 feet deep. Appears to have been mechanically excavated. No enemy presence detected.
Very. And as soon as it's the no enemy presence, Morgan pulls the stab light from where it's in her outfit on her gear and turns that on so she can fully see. And now there's light down here.
Very nice. You are seeing a lot of bodies. Can you both roll me a perception just as you look through to kind of find details amongst these corpses?
19 perception.
16 perception.
All right, you're both finding a lot. These are, in the majority, human bodies. It appears that these are several Gruvesa bodies spread throughout. You're also seeing 1 or 2 Tau bodies, which is interesting. And you find 3 Kroot amongst these corpses. The gear has not been taken. They are all still wearing their armor. Their weapons have been tossed alongside them. As you take a look at the ground, you can actually see drag marks from the hole, right where it would be as though bodies were tossed in and then dragged into these positions. But the thing that stands out to you most is the decomposition here does not make sense. You're not as sure how Tau bodies would break down.
Well, I will see you guys later for some gaming. I'm gonna stop the stream here, get some stuff I need. So see you later. Have a nice day.